I'm Mary Woodley, your instructor for KM620 Information Organization in the Knowledge Management Environment. I have worked in the business of organizing information for 30 years. My experience has been in the library and museum environment, not in the corporate environment. However, the principles of organizing information are basic to every sphere of activity. What has changed is the role of technology in providing greater flexibility to the storage and retrieval of resources. The restrictions of the print environment have given way to new approaches to information organization and greater opportunity for discovery through a single source or portal. The focus of this course will be the investigation of the new approaches to information organization for discovery and retrieval, for use, reuse, and repurposing in order to maximize productivity while reducing effort. As an undergraduate, I worked in libraries as a student employee to supplement my income, but without any inkling that I would eventually be working in a library professionally. While working on my Ph.D. in archaeology at UCLA, I was fortunate to have held multiple museum and gallery positions. These positions were well before the computer and digital age. Information retrieval was limited by the fact I was working with physical objects, and access was limited to what information had been transcribed on labels or cards. While working on my master's degree, I worked in a museum slide library where I was responsible for organizing slides into logical groups and labeling them for discovery and retrieval. After passing my oral exams for the Ph.D., I was fortunate to receive a travel grant to Italy. During my stay in Rome, I was hired by an archaeologist to prepare archaeological material excavated at an Etruscan site for consignment to the Italian government. This work entailed matching individual artifacts to cards developed to describe museum artifacts, matching the unique numbers that identified the objects, numbers written on the card and on the piece itself. This was my introduction to using unique numeric identifiers for connecting a resource to its description. This was a manual process and helped a researcher only if they had direct access to the physical artifact or the card with its description. I continued to work while finishing my dissertation. However, I found libraries paid significantly better than museums. Cataloging books in the print age was time-consuming and labor-intensive. Again, I was fortunate to work in one of the first libraries with an online system and helped develop the Union Catalog so that we could share our efforts in producing catalog records, thus reducing costs in cataloging. Unfortunately, the rules for cataloging did not change in this new environment. The online records were simply electronic versions of cards. It took the development of digital collections to move libraries away from their traditional approach to information organization. Currently, I am project manager of multiple library digital projects and have been active in metadata initiatives that are not library-centric. I have developed and taught Library of Congress workshops on digital project management and metadata applications. I serve on a national executive committee of the American Library Association on cataloging and classification. I enjoyed teaching this course in the previous cohort and look forward to lively discussions and exchanges.